Hello, this is Philip and welcome to my channel for this brand new series. I start a new KSP2 game. I learned how to use Kontrol System to write some script, and I wanted to play a little with KSP2. In fact, I didn't play a lot with KSP2. I bought it when it was released on Steam. I played 4-5 hours tops, and then I discovered the Kontrol System 2 mod, and I played a lot with that mod just to learn how to do some script. And now I want to play a little with the game. I don't really know the game. I will make certainly mistakes. I don't know where the bugs are. I don't know anything, but it doesn't matter. I wanted to have fun with Kontrol System 2 inside a real exploration mode. And I decided to install a lot of mods. The list of the mods are the list is in the description, and those are the mods I wanted to try. So of course I have a Kontrol System 2, and to use Kontrol System 2 to write script to launch rockets, I wanted a sort of probe before crew tech tree, and I found where's my crew capsule. This is great because in that tech tree you have the probes before the capsule. Okay, you don't have access to any capsule first, so it makes sense to use some script written with Kontrol System 2. So this is what I wanted. And then the important mod I use is this Kerbolar System. This is a scaled Kerbin system, okay, 2.5 times scaled. Okay, I have also the Kerbal life support system. It's easier than Kerbalism. It's not Kerbalism. It's a very it's more it's easier. I don't know how to say that. I didn't play with that. I just know that there are some parts for food consumption, water, oxygen, but I never try it. So we'll try it together. And I have scaled missions. This is a patch for the stock missions to update the value with this new Kerbolar system. And then I have different modes to try just for fun. CommNext for the communication networks, docking alignment display, even better time warp. Okay, I don't know how all those mods work, but we'll figure out together. Okay, so this is the list of the mod, and I want to try Kontrol System to write a script for each of my probe. The objective of that series, I don't know if I will succeed, but I want to land a rover on Duna. This is the objective, not easy, I think. It's easy to do manually, but with Kontrol System 2, I don't know if I will succeed to reach Duna and to land a rover on Duna, but I want to do that. And the only I would say that I won't use Kontrol System 2 script if I have a capsule, so if I have a Kerbal inside the rocket to control it manually. I will use it to launch a rocket, for example, but as soon as I have a Kerbal to control the rocket manually, sometimes I use a Kontrol System 2, and sometimes I control myself the rocket manually. Okay, but if I don't have any Kerbal, I have to write the script to control with Kontrol System. This is my main objective, and I want to go to Duna. Okay, so this is the list of the mod. So let's start a new campaign. Exploration, difficulty rocket scientist, but I want to allow revert and quick load. I don't want the stock vessels. Okay. The campaign name, okay, it is Where's My Crew Capsule plus Kontrol System 2, and this is a 2.5 scaled. The agency name, Bricamath for my channel agency, right? The flag is here. The agency color, I like to have something like this. And for the second color, I love red, but I think I try something orange red. Okay. The cadet orientation is off. Okay, start campaign, and let's go. In this first episode, I won't do a lot of mission. I probably execute the first mission, but I want to show you something inside the VIB with Kontrol System 2, and I find it very cool. So first, mission control. And this is the first thing to notice. First, this is a sounding rockets. So because I'm playing with Where's My Crew Capsule, I don't have any capsule, so this will be a sounding rocket. And then the rocket, the altitude to reach is not 10 kilometers but 25. Okay, so I have to launch my rocket higher than in the stock game. Okay, so the mission brief is the same. Okay, blah blah blah. So okay, your objective is to launch a rocket from Kerbin and achieve an altitude of 25,000 meters. Okay, right. So I want to track that mission, and let's jump to the R&D Center. Okay, so this is the new tech tree. So you see the first parts you have access to are a little probe here, some fuel tank with 2 different engines. You have access to a fairing, okay, and some batteries. Okay, and then you have these decouplers, and then we can choose some parts. We'll see that later. So the early science, and if you want the first capsule, you have to go to the second here part of the tech tree, and here, only here, you have access to that tin can capsule. And you have here the small combined storage. This is for the life support. Okay, so we have 0.03 tons of food, 90 liters of water, and 0.03 tons of oxygen. The food consumption rate is 1 kilogram per Kerbal per day. Okay, so here with that storage, I have 30 kilograms. Okay, so with only 1 Kerbal here, I have food for 30 days. Okay, the water is 3 liters per Kerbal per day, so with 90 liters I also have 30 days of water and 30 days of oxygen, because the oxygen rate is the same that the food consumption rate. Okay, so we are not going to send a Kerbal in space very soon, but here we have access to plane. I don't really play with a plane, but maybe to get some science with this little science junior, maybe I will build a plane in that game. Don't know. Okay, so let's jump to the VAB, and I want to build my first rocket, and I want to show you my first streets. So this will be a probe. I like to rotate it 90 degrees. I want my rocket to face the east directly inside the on the launch pad. Okay, So I need some fuel tanks, and of course, because I want to reach 25 kilometers and not 10 kilometers, I need more fuel tanks than usual. I think I can do this. Here, maybe 2, or let's say 4 for the TWR. Okay, I don't want my engine to be on the floor, so up, okay. And then I need some batteries. For example, 2 batteries should be enough. I like to build my batteries inside the probe core, because why not? It is more natural to have a battery inside the probe core than inside the fuel tanks. And that's it. I don't want to use the fairing. I don't have any wings. I have this little ant engine, but I prefer the spiders. Okay, so these tanks and this probe, and I don't have anything else. Okay, here, so I have access to a control system, of course. I have some Wayfarer's wings, so when my Kerbals will go to mission, they will win some wins. Okay. Science archive. Okay, so this is the archive science to know which science I have done and which I haven't. So the telemetry report is from the Where's My Capsule, My Crew Capsule, and this is a new science from this probe. Okay, and for now I only access to Kerbin science because I don't know where I have to discover the rest, and even in Kerbin I don't know all the science. Okay, what else? This is a protractor. Okay, this will be for my Duna, I think, my Duna transfer. I have micro engineer. Okay, for the TWR, the delta V, to compare that with the delta V given by the game. I noticed that sometimes this is wrong too, but well, we'll deal with that. The orbital survey, it's a sort of ScanSat. If you know ScanSat from KSP1, this is quite the same, and I never played with that, so I don't know how it works. The life support, okay, so from now I don't have any food or oxygen. And the mission tracker, okay, so I have access to the mission tracker here in the VAB. It's from a mod, I don't remember which one, but it's from a mod, okay. And I have control system too, and I already have some script here I want to show you. So the first script I want to show you is the delta V converter, and when I click on this, I have this little graphical, it's a GUI, graphical user interface, and the scale of my system is 2.5. So I must multiply the delta V from stock game by the square root of 2.5. For example, here, if I want to go to Kerbin low orbit, okay, for those who knows the game, you know that you need at least 4,400 meters per second to reach Kerbin low orbit, okay, maybe 3,500. But this is stock game, okay, for the stock system. So I have to multiply this with the square root of 2.5, and let's say I want 4,000 okay meter per second, and just click on convert button. Okay, so the stock delta V is 4,000, and I know that my scale delta V must be 10,000 meter per second. Okay, and if I want to change that, I can click on convert. Okay, I need 8,500 meters per second in my craft to put this probe in orbit. Okay, so this will be very, very useful. And what does this script look like? Okay, so this is a new folder. This is from the 1202 language, so from the Kontrol System 2 mod, and I have already written some scripts. So the first one is my console clear. This script just clear the console. I write this as a draft because each time I will create a new mission script, I use this skeleton, this draft, okay, and then I will complete it with the mission, okay. And I have some library. Here I have some little function, and I have a library for science, okay. All the scripts are available in my GitHub. I put the link in the description, okay. And maybe I talk about this science script later, but not now, because for now I want to show you my script in the VAB. Okay, so in the VAB you need to use the main editor function, okay, and not the main flight function. You can't use any a parameter in your main editor function, and that's why I thought I could maybe create some user interface, and I looked at the documentation, and it worked well. So I'm very happy to have this kind of little interface here. So my main function is very simple because I use the create window function. Okay, so this is the create window function. If you look at the documentation for the UI, you have the KSP UI reference, okay, and the main reference here is a window. Inside a window you can add a button, canvas, float input, horizontal, sliders, label, lot of things, okay, and you can create a centered window, or you can open a window, and each time you create something, for example, if here I add a button, the result is a KSP UI button type, okay, so you have to look at this type to know what to do with that, okay. If you create a canvas, the same, you have here a different type, so you can look at the different type here in KSP UI, and you can look at button, okay. When I have a button, I can change the font size, the label, I can write a function of what happened if I click on the button, okay. I have some containers, and what can I do with those containers. So I looked around those functions, those methods, and I figured out how to create a simple UI, okay, and I show you that. Right, so here, first I have a screen size. This is only this is a vector, okay. This is the value of that is a vector with two numbers, the width of my actual screen and the height, okay. So I can then use the X methods and the Y methods here to control the window width and height, okay. So here, that window, that delta V converter window, has a width of the width of my screen divided by 5.5, and the height is the height of my screen divided by 4. Okay, I have some variables here for the text and the size of the text in the button, and the canvas is this black rectangle here. Okay, so first you create a window. You open a window, you write the title of that window, okay, and then you write when you want your window to appear. Okay, so I want my window to appear in the center, the top center of my screen. So this is why I have this and this. Okay, so this is the abscissa, right? The value here, the horizontal value, so I want it in the middle of my screen, and then the ordinate. Okay, the origin of that coordinate plane is the bottom left. Okay, so you start 0, 0 is at the bottom left, and then you go to the right for the x value and to the top for the y value. And then you choose the width and the height of your window, and these variables are defined here, okay, in function of my screen, right? Okay, and then you can divide your window in horizontal or vertical boxes, all right? So the main boxes is a box which includes those two lines plus the button. Okay, so this is my main boxes, and no, I think the button is not inside the main box. Okay, so the main box is a vertical layout, okay, because each element of my box will be put one under the other. Okay, so this is a vertical layout. And I have a scale box inside the main box. I have a scale box and a old delta V box. The first box is this one, and the second is this one. I can do that to show you the difference. Okay, so I think it's like this. Okay, so stop. As soon as I stop the script, the window disappears. Okay, so I can reboot that. All right. So here it's 1n, I think. Okay, so delta V converter. Okay, so you see this is the first box. Okay, so I changed the add horizontal with the add horizontal panel. The difference is here. Okay, I prefer to keep the add horizontal, but it was to show you that this is my scale box. And this is an horizontal layout. That means that all the components of this box are put one on the left of the other or the right of the other, not one on the top of the others. Okay, it's not a vertical box but a horizontal box. So I have to add a label. Okay, so the label is scale, and then a float input. That means that I have here I can write here some float value. Okay, I can write later. Okay, here I'm typing some letters. It doesn't work. Okay, I can only write digits, and I can use the decimal point. Okay, so the value is 2.5. Okay, and the 2.5 is my scale defined here. This is the default value. All right. The old delta V is the same. I have an horizontal box with a label to the left and a float input to the right. Okay, and the default value is 3400. You don't have to write this. If you don't write this line, the default value is 0 because it's a float input. So the default value for float inputs is 0. Okay. Then I have a button. Okay, so this button is inside the main box. Okay, so I have 3 lines here in my main box, and the button is inside the main box. Okay, and this button is called convert. Okay, and the align center here is meant to center the button inside the box. Okay. Right, and then I have the answer canvas. Okay, so this is this black rectangular black rectangle. I could use, instead of add canvas, I could use add horizontal or add vertical, but I like to use canvas because with that I can change the color of the text. Okay, and then, okay, this is the name of my button, convert button. So I can use the method onClick, and the method onClick need a function. This is a very simple function. I have no parameter for that function, and the result of that function is all of this. So first I clear the canvas if something is already written. I have access to the height of my canvas and the width. Okay, so I can use it inside this function, and I can add text. Okay, so the add text is a little difficult for canvas. First, you have to write a vector. This is the point where you want to write your text. Okay, and you have to use a sort of coordinate plane inside the canvas. Okay, so this is why I prefer to use numbers relative to the height and the width of the canvas. Okay, and so I need the starting point, if you want, then the text I want to write. So here is the stock delta V. It's a string value, so I can use the quote characters. Then the font size of the text, so I define here variable. The canvas font size is 20. Better to write it as a variable. If I want to change that, I only have to change that value. And then the text color. Okay, so this is a text color defined by the RGB. Okay, red, blue, green. Okay, and then I have a new line, and this time I want to print the value of the old delta V. So this is the value here, and then I calculate the converted delta V. So it is the scale value multiplied by the old delta V value. Okay, and so and then I have a while true, because if I don't have this while true, the window is automatically closed because the program is ended, and if the program ends, the window is closed. So I want the program to run indefinitely. So this is why I have a while true at the end of my program. You see here, it is the program is running. Okay, so this is it. This is my converter here. I like that. Okay, it's simple, but I like that. And if you watch my video about a script inside a VIB, these are the same script I used in this last video, but I changed those scripts to use a window like that. Okay, so for example here, orbital period. Okay, so if I am around Kerbin with those periapsis and apoapsis, I can compute the period. Okay, 2681.3 seconds, or 44 minutes, 41.3 seconds. Those values are for the Kerbolar system with the scale of 2.5. Okay, I have access to the geostationary altitude. Okay, for Kerbin. Okay, the geostationary altitude is that number. Okay, with that velocity. So I have access to different things. If I want to go to the moon, it's impossible because the geostationary altitude is out of SOI for the moon. Okay, right. You notice that I can run multiple scripts at the same time. The darkness duration, okay, with that orbits, how many times my rocket will be in the shadow of Kerbin. So it will be 17 minutes and 32 seconds in shadows. That means during that time the solar panels won't work. Okay, so I can then compute the number of electricity units I need. I always put here a default value of 90 kilometers, but this can be changed, of course. And this is a good way to, because I can't use parameters in my function using windows like that. It's very great because I can change directly here my parameters. So let's say my rockets consume 1 unit of electricity per second, or maybe 1.25. Okay, this is a max consumption because sometimes you don't use the antennas or something like that, and I want to compute that. So the time in shadow is the same, okay, 17 minutes and 32 seconds. And if I consume 1.25 units per second, I need 1315.15 units available in my craft, because without the solar panel, I will consume all this electricity. Okay, so I need all of this electricity in my craft during the shadow. During the shadow, when my craft is in the shadow of Kerbin. And of course, when my craft is out of the shadow, I have to ensure to have the solar panel to I don't have the verb, but to have my unit back. Okay. I stopped that episode here for now, so the first mission will be for the other episode. I hope you'll enjoy this new series with this new objectives. So I want to go to Duna, I want to put a rover on Duna, and I want to use Kontrol System to as much as possible with some complexity because I'm using a 2.5 scaled system. Thank you for watching, and see you soon. Bye bye.